Hello, my name is Tirranny Nettles, and I am the Vice President of Client Delivery and Recruiting at YUPRO Placement. So my role here, I manage and support all of our recruiters, our client delivery managers, which commonly in the industry are called account managers, as well as our talent success program here at YUPRO Placement, which is the upskilling and certification resources that we provide to our talent network. Our talent network encompasses over 250,000 job seekers or current candidates on assignment who are looking for resources to help them advance in their next career move. So at YUPRO Placement, we place over 1,000 candidates a year on assignment. We support technology, software development lifecycle, accounting and finance, customer success and banking, marketing, human resources, so a plethora of different departments and specialties throughout the U.S. Yeah, I think when I think of things that differentiate us from another staffing firm or a traditional staffing firm, it's really the white glove service we provide and the consultation at the front end with the client. All right, we really set the standard of what it means to be skills first and how we differentiate the hiring process, the interview process for our talent versus other partners. And by starting there, it really does help us capture what our employer partners are looking for. And from there, when we think about the talent experience, we want to ensure that they feel like we're walking in partnership with them throughout their interview process. And then once they're on assignment, we are really big on communication, check-ins with the talent as well as the hiring manager. They get to take advantage of our upskilling platforms, resources, and certifications. And usually when people feel valued, right, they want to stay on assignment with you. So it really does help to drive our tenure and to have the continuous placements with different employer partners. What I find unique is the employers that are really willing to take an alternative route or to be a little bit more creative, and we can take a step back and really figure out what is the job that they're hiring for, what skills or resources are needed to be effective at that role. And with the partnerships we have over 40 community partner talent networks of all of these candidates throughout the U.S. who've done the upskilling and done the work, whether through independent upskilling, cohort type skilling, or even internships that are looking for this type of work. And it gives us a unique opportunity to really play matchmaker and find the candidate that has that skill and present them to that employer. And it has been a successful model for us. What's worked for us with our employer partners is really understanding what that need is. Like being able to say, what is a job that you're hiring for? Not the job you're needing in 3 years, but what's the skill that needs to take place in order to make business impact for you today? Especially with us at YUPRO, with those 30-day check-ins, if you have a candidate that is upskilling in project management, it gives us a chance to be able to connect with the manager and say, hey, what are their strengths and what are the areas for improvement? And then we can go back to the talent that's on that upskilling pathway and be able to provide them with that feedback in real time and really be an echo to what that manager is saying and ensure that they have the resources for the advancement. I think that when I look at our successful completion rate, it's unlike any other staffing firm, right? We have a unique system here that works, and we focus less on turnover and more on how do we skill and advance this candidate within your ecosystem? How do we ensure that they are job ready when you get them and job ready when they leave? But it means two different things, right? Because at that point, they've been able to gain X number of years of experience while they're on assignment. So it's phenomenal. It really is a huge selling point, not only for our employers, but also for our talent, because they want to feel heard. There's thousands of staffing firms, and many times we have the same roles. So a lot of times, once you become familiar with what it means to be a contractor, you're looking for the experience that makes you kind of feel at home. You want to feel a part of a team and feel supported in your work environment. Okay, when I think about our 94% retention rate, it is not just a YUPRO placement number. It's our way of really managing our talent population. So we don't operate in a traditional hiring model. We're really focused on skills-based hiring. So that really means that hire, grow, and advance. And so it's a different expectation of the talent. When our talent join our ecosystem, they know up front what our design model is, what we really are challenging them to do while they're placed on this assignment. It's really and truly that CEO, that COO, that hiring leader of talent acquisition or hiring manager really leaning in and saying, how do you do it? And how can we do it together? This is what my current process is, but this is the expected outcome that I'm not reaching. And so it gives us an opportunity to be a partner with them and walk through the process and really be able to share some of the resources and cycles we have that align to what their needs are. Because ultimately, with any strategy, if we're not harmonious and cohesive on the front end, it will always crumble. But to be curious about what other resources are out there, to be excited, because if they're not excited, they won't be able to get their teams and business sectors on board either about the new possibility of how things can be done. It sounds very shiny, you know, I feel like it's coming across like this beautiful shiny penny, but really it's not. Really and truly, it's being brave enough, again with another analogy, to kind of dump over that change jar and realize that the penny you might be looking for is at the very bottom, but you just need some extra hands to get to it. And when I think about my time at YUPRO Placement and the many of employer partners that I've had a chance to partner with, that's the thing that I'm like, this felt good. This felt like partnership. This felt like a shift in the industry that we'll be able to talk about for like years to come.